Hello everyone, it's Roxy and today I'm going to talk about CBDCs, central bank digital currency. What are they? What are their purposes? Why can they be useful? And should you be afraid or not? Spoiler alert, I'm probably not going to be biased because I do believe that central bank digital currency are a massive threat to our freedom and how the free market is operating. So let's see, why do I believe that? First of all, let's just talk about what it is. It's simply that the central bank are going to issue their own cryptocurrency. So like Bitcoin exists, it was the first one. There is now 17,000 other cryptocurrency, whatever. And every single corporation, banks can create their own. Well, central banks are going to create their own cryptocurrency. So the question is, for what purpose? And the answer is simple: to control more aspects of our economy. Basically, by creating a CBDC, they will be able to bypass the commercial bank and send money directly into your wallet. The idea is simple: you're going to download a wallet owned by the government, or you're going to download some wallet, and that wallet is going to interact with the CBDC, the e-euro, the e-dollar, whatever it is. Because you will be interacting with their cryptocurrency, where they decide the rules, they will have more power. Right now, if they want to censor you, they need to go and ask your commercial bank to censor you. There's an intermediary between the central bank and yourself. If they want to directly give you money, they cannot. They have to ask for the commercial bank to give you money, etc. All of that layer of intermediaries, which are the banking system, can be bypassed if they have a direct link between the central bank and your wallet. This will allow for a lot of stuff. First of all, mass surveillance. Because you are using the app and their money, they can track every single one of every single person's transaction to the penny and be able to easily see, freeze, and seize assets on their blockchain or whatever service they use. It's probably not going to be a blockchain, it's going to be whatever bullshit server they want. But basically, if you are using their currency, they have unlimited power to immediately seize, freeze, censor transaction if needed, because they can look and analyze every single transaction. So you won't have any freedom and it will be like a mass surveillance tools. This is pretty well known in the industry, and it's impossible for a government or a central bank to create a currency or cryptocurrency that is privacy focused. Because why would they do that? There is absolutely no reason they would do that, so they won't. But what is more interesting is asking the question, what else can they do? And that's where you get into the realm of monetary policy and new monetary policy. The idea is simple. If right now they want to stimulate the economy, it's hard for them. They need to print money, but then they need the money to somehow flow into the economy. If they want to help a specific sector and a specific industry, they need to send the money directly to those guys, and it's difficult. If they want to have money that can be perishable, it's hard or almost impossible. With a central bank digital currency, all of that will be possible because they can decide how the money is programmed, because they can send it directly to you. They can now say, hey, we're going to send you, not going through the banking system, directly the central bank to you. We're going to send you 500 euro, and those euro can be spent only for grocery within the limit of the next 20 days. After the 20 days, the money is going to vanish from your account, and if you try to send the money to something else than grocery, it's not going to be allowed. You may think this is crazy, and why would they do that? But the reality is that it's super useful for them as regulator and de facto wizard of the market and grandmaster of the finance to do that. Because now, if there is a crisis, if there is a penury, they can manipulate the price even more easily. They can freeze people's bank accounts that don't act on the new guidance, and they can easily create and destroy money from the economy. They can print money even more easily and create an unlimited amount of UBI if needed for a specific person, and then destroy the money for the people saving. So if you want to save your money, well, they can literally just destroy your money because it's perishable. And because you cannot save, you cannot be independent. And if you cannot be independent, you're going to be dependent to someone, which is probably going to be the central bank itself or the states. So the big threat of a CBDC is the surveillance part, the market manipulation aspect, and simply the fact that literally with a CBDC, it will give unlimited power to a very few amount of people that can change the code. If you think of Bitcoin as a network of nodes, which is what it is, you can think as the central bank as the sole and unique node of the fiat system. I think it's Masafareus in the fiat standard that says that. It is really powerful as a metaphor because it is exactly that. How do you know how many dollars or euro are in circulation? You don't, and you need to trust Christine Lagarde or Jerome Powell to tell you. If you want to audit Bitcoin, you just run a line of code on your node and you have the information. With the CBDC, it's going to be the same. The people at the top will be the unique node of the network, and if they decide to change the monetary policy, if they decide to say, hey, you know what, we're going to take a cut of 10% of everyone's income because we need to fight some climate change and we need some funding, or you know what, the money we gave you is no longer valid if you don't spend it on a new car before the next year, they can do that. And it's pretty scary to give so much power and trust in the hand of very few people that are not really connected with the living of all of us on the ground. And in a nutshell, that is what a CBDC are. There is a lot of debates around them. There's a lot of research going around. Should the CBDC be between the central bank and the commercial bank? Should it be between the commercial bank and the person? Should it be between the person and the central bank? That's a big dilemma. What's the main purpose of it? Is it to regulate or spy on you? It's another debate. Who should have the authority to create it? On what architecture should it be created? Should you have a CBDC wallet on your phone to interact with it, like in China? There is a couple of CBDC already running. The Chinese e-yuan is a CBDC. I think Chile has also a CBDC up and running. And I think Russia too. Basically, every single government is going to create one. Why would you use them? It's a good question. Honestly, I don't see any reason why anyone would use a CBDC except if they were forced, because it will be debased exactly like the euro nowadays or dollar nowadays. I mean, that's not going to change. Simply, that is going to be debased on a digital ledger. It doesn't change anything. Then you will have less privacy than the bank. Why would you use it? I think it's a project doomed to fail, but it's still going to be implemented and created simply because the states want to, and they will do that. How are they going to be interconnected between each other? So how the CBDC from Europe can talk to the CBDC of China, which is going to be talking to the CBDC of Chile. Honestly, at this point, no one knows. I'm reading all the reports on CBDC, and it looks like they themselves don't know how it's going to work. Like, they know they want one because it's going to give them more control, but they're not sure how to implement it. They're not sure of the scope. They're not sure of a lot of things, but it's pretty high on the agenda. So be prepared to hear a lot more about CBDC, and I hope this small video helped you understand what are the CBDCs, why you should probably be afraid, and ask yourself, why should we create something like that if it goes against capitalism, the free market, freedom of privacy, and all the law in place? That's a good question for another day. Thank you so much. Sorry for my accent. Sorry for the shitty English. I feel like I don't feel like I spoke good English in this video. I'm kind of tired, to be honest. Anyway, take care. Thank you for the Patreon. Thank you everyone who follow the project. Like, share, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter, Bitcoin Studies. I will see you around. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on the social media, and if you want to support my work so I can keep producing formation, video tutorials, games in French, English, and Spanish for free, you can do so with the e-commerce, Bitcoin or Lightning donation, or directly through a Patreon for fiat. Thank you, and I will see you around. Bye bye.